The plumber showed up at 8:30 p.m., tool bag in one hand, clipboard in the other, already annoyed because parking was impossible and bass from inside the house was rattling the windows. He stepped over a pile of shoes at the door and immediately knew this was not a quick fix. Someone yelled, "Bathroom sink, back left." Someone else yelled, "Yo, you want a beer while you wait for the water to shut off?" He said no, then paused, then said, "All right, one." He set his bag down near the kitchen, took a cautious sip, and disappeared into the bathroom. 10 minutes later, he came back out shaking his head, saying something about ancient pipes and questionable DIY choices. Another song came on. He nodded along without realizing it. While explaining that the shutoff valve was older than most of the people in this house, he casually mentioned that the sound system was actually decent but the EQ was wrong. Someone overheard and said, "Wait, what do you mean? That was mistake number 2. 20 minutes later, he was leaning against the counter, beer in hand, explaining the difference between vinyl warmth and digital clarity to a small, very serious crowd of people who had absolutely no idea what he was talking about, but were locked in anyway. "I used to spin a little," he said casually. "When?" someone asked. "Like the 90s. That sentence traveled through the house faster than the bass drop. By 10 p.m., someone had pulled him toward the DJ booth, just to show something. By 10:15 he was adjusting knobs. By 10:30 he was fully committed. The leak was forgotten. The sink was still dripping. The plumber was now reading the room like a professional. At midnight, people started asking, "Who is this guy?" At 12:30, they stopped asking and started chanting his name. At 2 a.m., the living room was packed, the vibes were unreal, and the plumber, sweaty, smiling, locked in, was dropping tracks like he had never stopped. Someone put a towel around his neck like he was a championship beau.